guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. We are going to talk about flying monkeys. I feel like so often on this channel, we've talked about so many things over the years, and someone actually messaged me on Instagram and they said, I don't understand why these people, or why this specific person actually, why they even believe him. Like, why do they even believe this person, meaning the narcissist, right? So it got me to thinking, and I was like, you know what? Like, when we are getting out of these relationships, we definitely have flying monkeys. We've heard that term before. And so let's go over why this person just believes probably your ex or your family member or whatever. They just believe the story right away. They can't see what you're seeing. And so for you, it's so obvious. You're like, oh my God, why can't they see that this person is horrific or toxic or unhealthy or self-absorbed or whatever? And they kind of just like buy into the story that this person, brings out to the world or displays to the world. And I know for a lot of people, it can really frustrate them, that they get really annoyed, upset, angry at the fact that there are people walking around that are just believing the lies and believing the stories and spreading the rumors, or, bringing information back to that person. Like, so whatever that looks like to you. So whether it is the person that's going to believe the smear campaign, or the flying monkey that's kind of like in the cahoots with someone who's narcissistic, let's talk about it. Why these people just always tend to have these people around them that just almost like enable the behavior. So if you don't know what a flying monkey is a term that's used kind of like in the narcissism world that refers to a person that here's the smear campaign. Now, a smear campaign is done by someone who's narcissistic, where it's basically just rumors and lies that the person is portraying out to the world to make themselves either look like the victim, or it's a story that basically just helps them. And it probably actually hurts you and makes you look like the problem. So that's the smear campaign, is the story. And the flying monkey is kind of like the person that's around the narcissist that keeps spreading the story around. And for a victim or you, it can be extremely frustrating that this person is just like in cahoots with this narcissist and just like going around and like reinforcing this narrative that like isn't true. So the first thing, anyone who is entangled with someone who is narcissistic, and the fact that they just kind of like keep spreading this, they're only doing it because they are falling for the manipulation. So either this person is an enabler and they completely understand who this person is, and they're just going to enable their behavior, which is most likely going to be a lot of family members, or possibly even friends of that narcissist, or it's going to be someone that, quite frankly, has been manipulated and believes the story on some level. So as a narcissist kind of like starts this like smear campaign, which is basically just a bunch of like BS, a bunch of lies, a story that makes them look like they're the victim and you're the problem. The people that listen to the story, I really believe that intuition speaks volumes. And if you're not a person that is very intuitive and you don't really get like a feeling or a vibe from someone, then chances are you're going to also be a person that's easily manipulated. So there are going to be people that are going to smell the story a mile away, and it's not going to really make sense to them, or something feels kind of off, or, well, this person does have traits at times, meaning the narcissist, of being a little egotistical. And so, not that I know this other person, but okay, some people are going to, quite frankly, just be indifferent because they don't really care at the end of the day, but other people are honestly going to really love the drama. And I know that sounds absolutely pathetic and ridiculous, but a lot of people crave drama. And so the person who is going to be the flying monkey is going to be the person that either is going to get manipulated, where, oh my God, you poor thing, I can't believe this happened to you. They're going to be the enabler, or quite frankly, they just want to get involved in the drama. And now someone who's narcissistic, their goal is to basically kind of start letting these stories out. And as they start to find people that really believe it and are getting a little bit involved in it, they're going to hook them in, as these are going to be the people that will then spread it even further, or at least believe them and kind of make them feel better about themselves. Enablers. Now, here's the thing that is really important about flying monkeys and smear campaigns. Again, if you're dealing with an enabler, they already know the truth. So you trying to convince them that narcissist was actually the problem and you're the victim probably isn't going to happen. And you'll know that really, really quick. If not, you probably already knew it from the very beginning, because chances are it's going to be friends and family. So the person who is not the enabler, who just believes the manipulation, if they don't know you, chances are they're going to probably believe this smear campaign. And those people are irrelevant, because who really cares? They don't know you anyways. And that's something that you kind of have to get over, because the ego is going to want to set the truth, and like, this is unfair, and like, I want justice, and like, how can this person do this? And there are people out there that think that I'm the problem. You really have to let go of the fact that there are going to be people that are going to think that you're the problem. Now, I'm going to assume that the people that you care the most about, that is really going to bother you and hurt you, are going to be the people that do know you, but are perhaps being a little manipulated by this person. So one thing with the smear campaigns and flying monkeys is going to be, if you're the victim, this story is going to infuriate you, and it's going to annoy you so bad, and you want everyone to like know the truth. And so that's kind of like that ego part. The part that you really have to soothe is the ego that wants everyone to see your side and wants everyone to agree with you. Where everyone will actually see your side and actually see the truth is when you're almost like indifferent and remain really calm. You can 100% say and tell your side of the story, but there can't be an energy around it that you need this person to see it and agree with you on it. So if you just state your truth and you are indifferent to who actually believes it, because it's really irrelevant, that energy speaks volumes. Whereas, because remember, you're dealing, the narcissist, you're dealing with someone who's extremely manipulative. So they know how to play this game. They know how to tell a story and make it sound very believable. Now, if you come in as the crazy that's demanding, like, I can't believe, and you're acting all erratic, or you're just so frustrated that anyone would believe it in general, and this is the energy and space you're coming from, you're not going to, no one's really going to believe you in the same way as if you were just really calm and almost indifferent. Because another thing that I always tell people is, continue to be you. If you're a good person, if you're a healthy person, if you've always been, then people will see the true colors of you, the victim, versus someone who's narcissistic. When you get to a really healthy place in your healing journey is when you honestly are completely indifferent to anything, because you just know your own truth, and it really is irrelevant who believes you or not. So I hope this video has helped you understand why these people really believe this narcissist. Again, they're either enablers or they've already been manipulated by this person. And so there are going to be some people that are just going to believe the manipulation. They're too far gone. They're not going to hear your side of the story, because perhaps they don't even know you, and they're never going to actually even hear your side of the story. Or the people that are going to hear your side of the story, if you remain who you've always been, is just filled with grace, filled with calm energy, knows who you are, completely confident, understanding that that was unhealthy, and you can articulate yourself in a really beautiful way, then, and there's no emotion behind what's happened to you with that person, chances are people are going to end up believing you, because you don't match the character that this person portrayed you out to be. So I hope that this has helped you. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye, guys.